Today I'm going to be writing a song using the effect of fuzz as the sonic focal point. This effect has been around for forever and spans multiple genres, and whether or not you even know what I'm talking about, you definitely have heard the effect of fuzz. So let's begin. For those of you who don't know, I work for a company called JHS Pedals. I co-produce and direct a weekly YouTube show about guitar history with my boss, Josh Scott. We cover all kinds of topics and it's super fun. And today we just released 4 brand new fuzz circuits that are based on super old fuzz pedals that are not available or super rare or extremely expensive, so that you can get them for actually really cheap, and they're fantastic. And those are the pedals I'm going to be using today. They are the JHS Legends of Fuzz series. I really like them. They're all super unique and really cool, but enough about that. Let's get to recording with these fuzz pedals. Let's start with synthesizer. I'm going to be using the Radial effects Reamper to run my synths, drums, and vocals through these effects pedals. Basically, it allows me to send a signal out of my interface into this box through the pedals and back into another channel to have my affected sound. And if you just blacked out while I was like explaining that, that's totally fine. I understand it's like super nerdy and techie. The point is that these cool pedals are going to end up on these instruments. I found a really generic sounding organ on my Korg Prologue, and I ran that sound through the Bender, and it gave it a zillion times more character and a lot more attitude, I would say. Now I feel like I need a wild organ solo, so I found a different generic organ sound and I ran it through the Supreme. But instead of running it by itself, I'm actually going to use a clean track as well and blend the fuzz track and the clean track together and get a really cool sound. I'll play the clean by itself and blend in the fuzzy one underneath it so you can hear it. I absolutely love crunchy drums. I think they're the best. So I'm gonna crunch up my drums for just a second with the Crimson, which is basically like a vintage big muff sort of sound. I'm gonna run my overhead mic through the Reamper into this, and I really like the tone shaping quality that this has. It just kind of had the right EQ for getting the drums to sound right. So I'm just going to do it for just a second, just to have a little crunchy moment with the drums, and I love it. It just sounds great. I'm gonna run that generic organ sound through the Bender one more time and play kind of a crazy lead synthesizer part. But to make it extra saucy, I'm going to double the line with guitar. That's right, we're actually gonna use guitar on these guitar pedals for once. I'm gonna use the Smiley, which is based on a fuzz face, which, to be honest, I don't really like fuzz faces, but I had a moment with the Smiley that kind of brought me around to them. There are some wild glitchy effects that you can get with this, some really stuttery things that are just super unique sounding and paired really well with the synthesizer lead line and add a lot of character. So I'm going to play the guitar part soloed so you can hear that, and then I'm going to play the guitar part with the synth so you can hear what they sound like together. I really love how it turned out. Now to round things off, I'm going to crunchify the drums one more time with the Crimson. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly fade my crunchy drums up while I'm fading my clean drums out. And it's going to have this interesting transition. I actually really liked how this turned out, and I'm probably going to overuse this technique, and you're just going to have to deal with it. But it was amazing. I really liked how it sounded. Now that I have all this stuff tracked, it is time to do vocals. I'm going to run this SM57 through the Bender, and I'm going to blend in some clean tone because I needed some clarity. I'm also going to be running another clean track that I can pan and blend in how I want to. The Bender ended up being the MVP of this song. I feel like I really connected with it. I'm not going to play you my soloed vocals because, listen, as you all seem super great, but we just met, and I feel like I need to wait to play you soloed vocals until we know each other a little bit better. And hey, listen, it's nothing personal. We're just not there yet. You know what I'm saying? One day we'll be on vocal soloing terms. We're not there yet, but we will be. You know, it'd be like if I just like let somebody borrow my robe. You know what I'm saying? There's only like 3 people in the world I would let borrow my robe. Like my wife, my son when he's older, and my clone. That's pretty much it. So let's just listen to the song. There's a couple of surprises in there I didn't tell you about.
just done it, and who would have cared if I failed? It would have just been on me, and it wouldn't have been a big deal. Who really cares? My mom, my dad, my coworkers, it doesn't even really matter that much. I'm doing my best anyway. I'm trying to create and make some good stuff, and that's really great. I think that's great. I think it's awesome, and I like it.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like the song, I posted the music video separately, and I have plans to post it on iTunes as well. If you're interested in the JHS Legends of Fuzz series, there's several videos out right now that you can check out to get a more in-depth look at them. We have a video on the JHS Show where Josh and I jam on each one, and he talks about the story behind them. Rhett Shull has a video, and there's also a video on Reverb. If you like this video, hit like. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Subscribe if you like, and you can hit the bell icon to be notified every single time I post a new video. Again, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.